Hey guys, JC Smith here. Well, it's warming up a little bit. This truck's been sitting for, I don't even know, probably a month or better. And we're going to do a cold start and see how she does. She's an old International, a DT466. And, oh, you know, weather's been pretty cold around here lately. So, I thought we'd do a little cold start here. See how much fuel I got here. I think I got around a half a tank or something like that. Yeah, air pressure's completely empty. Volts are a little bit low for my liking. Turn the blower off. Look at that. Not too bad out of the old girl. Get my battery voltage up. Usually on this truck, for whatever reason, the voltmeter won't register at the very beginning until you raise the idle a little bit. And I don't want to raise the idle too much, being it's cold, but there we go. You just bring her just above 1,000 RPMs and air pressure's climbing. All the air was completely empty, which I'm not surprised by that. But, I'm gonna go empty the wood out of this today, but I wanted to wait until. Hey, how much fuel do you think I have? Half a tank? Anyways, yeah, look at that. Not even any smoke. That's great. I wanted to empty the firewood out of this today, being though it's going to warm up a little bit. Our temperatures have been down to negative, single digits and negatives. The wind chill's been just horrible. So, if you guys don't know, this is why I need to empty it. I got it full of firewood, so I'm going to take it down and drop it off. Yeah, we're getting there. Was that about 80 pounds now? It's funny that it shuts off at 80 pounds. I think I'm going to let it run for a little while. Okay, we got good voltage and air pressure's coming up. I've been letting it idle for a little while. I'm going to take it down to the house, get this dumped off, and I got to haul some slab wood out to my brother, so I guess we'll get at it. I found these really cool key tags online, so I could, you know, identify the trucks, because when I went to go start a truck, I'd have to grab a handful of keys, or if I could remember a specific thing about the keys that went to each truck, and I would forget. So I ordered them things online. I gotta tell you, man, that they're plastic coated, so they work out pretty well. I like them. I've been slowly doing all the trucks, so I have an idea of which one goes where. But yeah, the old girl fired right up. No issues, no nothing. Good old truck. Good old dump truck. So let's get going down the road. Alright boys, let's see what we did here. There we go. Hard to walk in this stuff. Look at that, it all came out. That's pretty cool. It's a pretty good load of firewood here. I'm trying to step around it and not hurt myself. But yeah, what a good pile of firewood that ended up being. To give you an idea, to see how wide the truck is. Good amount of wood. I get a really good price on this stuff too. So, anyways, all dumped out. Look at that. Last little piece fell out of there. That's perfect. Alright, let's get the truck out of here. Alright. Now the PTO is disengaged, the bed's down. Now we'll take the old girl out of here. We'll park it down at the shop. We don't need the old truck down here. I just wanted to get that stuff out. Get that firewood out of there. It's pretty close up in here, kind of a tight. I got my Mercury parked next to a truck, so let me get out of here and I'll bring you back. Alright guys, so she's back in her parking place for now. I moved her back a little bit. It used to be up here. I moved her back about, I don't know, 6-8 feet, something like that, because I had some plans. I was going to come down here and move some trucks around. Well, my plan has been stymied. This is nothing but ice here. I don't think I can move these trucks around. I can't do what I need to do with the great all, because I'll just be sliding around, so I'm going to have to wait another day or so. I know everybody's chomping at the bit so we get started on that 65, and I am too, but it is what it is. I got to move this truck so that I can get to the frame down there. So I hate to go on about this, so I don't know if I'm going to go any farther, but that's one of the frames I'm thinking about using. But I got to move this, and I got an F550 frame sitting on top of that one that I got to move. So I got a lot to do, but I got to wait for this ice to get away here. It's pretty slick. Matter of fact, I'm driving the old stinking Lincoln, or as maybe some of the older guys would call it, a hot rod Lincoln. You guys remember that song? So, oh, it's nice and warm in here, boys. Whew. Yeah, so I really can't do much right now because of the ice. And it's supposed to warm up today, so hopefully the ice will start melting off and I can get that frame in there. Meanwhile, I'm going to look into something else. I'm going to look into, I hate to start another project, which is why I've been dragging my feet, because I don't want to start anything. I want to get onto that truck, but I've had some ideas, had some thoughts, kind of moving it, kicking around my head, so I'll tell you guys about it later, because if I tell you now, it's just more yammering on, so I'll bring you back once we get something in the shop. Figured I'd come up here and start off the crane truck. If you guys haven't seen this, I'll show you. It's got a National N50 crane body on it. Big old knuckle boom. I wanted to use this when Logan was out to load the International, but the truck started up just fine. It was really, really cold. We had been in the single digits in the negatives, below zero, of course, and it started up just fine, but it wouldn't build any air pressure. I think there was ice in the lines. So I started up today. We're gonna let it run a while, see if it starts building air pressure. I can hear the air pressure alarm. Well, it's starting. Might be thawing out. Like it's trying. The other day, it wouldn't build anything. I let it run for about an hour. I think either the ice in the lines or the governor was stuck. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But this is a pretty cool truck. It's a DT466, Spicer 6+1. You know, air brake, crew cab, low miles on it too. 113,000 miles. Pretty good old truck. Just like it's gonna have to thaw out. It's got an air dryer on it. Like it's getting just above 30 now on one, on the secondary. Yeah, well, we'll just let it run a while. Pretty nice truck. But anyhow, you know, pretty decent old truck. Crew cab. I'll have to change the seats out because they're horrible brown. But pretty cool nonetheless, you know. Like that big back seat. That's the remote control for the crane. That's a pretty long cable. when I got that, they told me it had never been plugged in. They never used that. It just laid around in here inside the truck, just, you know, getting just, you know, slid around and stuff. So, all right, let's get the dump truck. All right, guys, we're back at the crane truck. Looks like it thawed out. We got air pressure now. Let's see if we can get the PTO to work. Oh, it engaged. I heard it. How about that? All right. Too bad I couldn't have done this the other day. It would have been much nicer. I can't remember how we do this now. I gotta lift it first. There we go. Man, the thing's working smooth as glass now. Figures, don't it? It's hard to do this one-handed. Not going to be a great video for you guys, but see if I can swing it here. There we go. There goes the old girl. See how far we can reach out. I know we can't reach that camper. And it comes out too. You know what? It's moving pretty slow. Let's do this. Now. See how far that boom extends. Put that on the back of a service truck, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That's it, that's as far as it reaches. Suck that boom back in. Anyways, this is what I wanted to use to load that chassis for Logan, but it just wouldn't build air pressure, which it's okay now, obviously. My PTO engaged and the alarm's off. But, you know. I think it's good for 8,300 pounds. It's a pretty cool truck. I bought it to put a rollback on. I'm going to take that bed off, take that crane off, put a rollback on it. I thought that looked pretty cool. Plus it'd be useful. And useful is always good. Fold the old girl back up in. May have to go up before it'll fold in. Not sure. I haven't run it much, but what I have on it, it's worked very, very well. And there we go. And now we got to fold it down. There we go. Look how close that is down in there. Pretty tight, huh? No room for a sloppy joint. That'd be pretty detrimental on, I bet. Okay, notice, I'll take this up. Oops. Take that up. See how it's supposed to go down in here? Right down in that little lock, right? Sitting pretty cool. Alright, so that's that. Turn the idle down. It's got outriggers too. These are pretty cool. You can change the outriggers, what they do. Like, okay, now you want to bring the other outrigger out, you flip it that way. Oops, my mistake, it's already out. When you have it in the center position, it pushes both the outriggers out. When you change this lever, it puts that one down, and then when you go this way, changes the valving, and then puts this one down. pretty cool. You know, if you're a guy that's into trucks, I guess it's pretty cool. So then I'll take this from this position to that position, and then raise that one. And then put it back to the middle position, and then it'll retract them both. There they are. All retracted and ready to go. Ready to go lift a bunch of crap. Alright, let's shut this truck off. But this is my crew cab crane truck. Like I said, I bought this truck for putting a rollback on. I just haven't got to it. I was hoping I could sell the crane off it because I don't need the crane. But I haven't had any takers yet. I guess I'll have to post it on the internet and see what I can find out and get rid of it. It'd be great on a service truck, wouldn't it? If you worked on heavy equipment, that'd be kind of cool. I don't remember what the specs are, but it's an N50 National. I know it lifts like, I think it's 8,300 pounds it's rated at. Yeah, there we go. So anyhow, pretty cool truck. I've got a 21-foot rollback sitting waiting to go on it, but I just ain't got it in the lineup yet. And I was hoping, really hoping, that I could sell that crane off there, you know, make it a little bit easier to do instead of having to take it off and set it somewhere and nobody can see how it works, you know. But that's my crane truck. That'll be a cool truck. One of the next ones. Alright guys, we'll catch you on the next one.